Hello, this is going to be my review for Nosferatu that came out during Christmas. This is Robert Eggers' remake of it, technically the second remake in it, because you got the original, and then you got the one from I think it was 79, and then this one as well. But just a heads up, I've only ever seen The Lighthouse from Robert Eggers. I did really enjoy that. And anyway, this is just going to be my review of Nosferatu. If I am going to talk spoilers, I will let you know before I actually talk about that. But anyway, without further ado, shall we get into it? So I am curious too, if you saw the movie, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or do you think it was just okay? Because I actually am curious about that, just to see what other people thought of the film, because, like, it's gonna have its lovers, its haters, and its people in between. And now that I've seen it, I tell you, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. I like this movie, don't get me wrong. I actually was really engulfed in it, and I really did, like, just love the gothic atmosphere, because this is, without doubt, like, a full-on gothic romance. And if you don't know the history of it, so pretty much Nosferatu was made illegally back in the 1920s, because they wanted to make Dracula, but they didn't want to pay for the rights of said Count Dracula. So pretty much what they did was they made the movie illegally, and then they ordered it for all the copies to be burned, but they actually survived. And later on, they ended up the movie ended up getting released, and it has a cult following. It is a silent film, and yes, I have seen the movie, but I do actually think the remake is better. But I do understand the significance and the importance of the original one. But like I was saying, I really did enjoy this movie. I think it's a great gothic atmosphere. There's a lot of just like German expressionism within the movie, which the original one had, but I mean, it's to be expected. And the original guy that played Count Orlok was actually Max Schreck, and if that name rings a bell to you and you're a Batman fan, that's because Max Schreck is actually a villain within Batman Returns, played by Christopher Walken, and that was actually done in, like, just tribute to the original guy that played Nosferatu in the 1920s. So I actually thought that was really, really cool, and just being a diehard Batman fan, I was like, oh, that's cool. But okay, now that that's done, I wanted to talk about that. In the remake, we have Skarsgård playing said role, Count Orlok, and like, you might know him from Pennywise, the Dancing Clown. He also played the Crow, and he did Boy Kills World. And I gotta say, I thought he did absolutely fantastic as the Count. I found him intimidating, I found him scary, and I loved the parts when he was like, "You will do as I say. It is a black omen to go traveling while ill." And I'm like, oh, I just thought it was, like, really cool. And I loved his look. I know a lot of people didn't care for the mustache, but it actually didn't bother me. I actually ended up getting used to it as the story progressed, and I'm like, you know what, that's actually not bad. But besides the Count, the other actors which is in it is Nicholas Hoult, and I believe his character's name was Thomas. And, like, the way that he's just, like, he is dragged around in this film, and one of my absolute favorite scenes, just with, like, the cinematography. Like, the cinematography is what gets this movie up to a 7 for me, because I did actually feel like it was very much a slow burn, which I don't have a problem with. Just, like, keep me invested the whole time. But by the time we actually got to it, I was like, oh, wow. Like, the last, like, 20 minutes of this film, I think, are absolutely fantastic, and the rest is just a slow build-up, which I can actually, like, I can appreciate and I can enjoy if I'm in the right, like, mood for it. But anyway, like I was saying, Nicholas Hoult does great in this. I'm looking forward to seeing him as Lex Luthor. But the major standout, obviously, besides Skarsgård as Orlok, was definitely Lily Rose Depp as Emma, I think her name was, and she just did absolutely fantastic in this movie. She was absolutely one of my favorite characters, and just how they end this movie, like, it is a gut punch, but it is just so well done. And if you've seen The Lighthouse, you know that Robert Eggers doesn't always go for, like, happy-go-lucky endings and all that. And I would watch this film again just for the cinematography, because I think that is beautiful, and I absolutely just love that. And the story itself, like I said, it's just a take on Dracula and all that, but there's nothing wrong with that, because the Count is the best when it comes to horror. So yeah, I don't have an issue with it. But anyway, that was my review of Nosferatu. I'd give it I give it a 7 out of 10. I really did enjoy it. I'd probably watch it again just to see if there's anything I missed. And like I said, it's gothic horror. Like, I love that type of stuff. Sleepy Hollow, Sweeney Todd. Like, I will always give it a watch and see if I like it. And if you saw it, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. But anyway, thanks for watching as always. If you have any video requests, let me know. As of now, I don't have any, but I do have other videos lined up. But if you do have any, let me know. If I'm able to make it, I'll probably make it. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.